Russell Wilson and the Broncos about to take the field in Los Angeles to take on Baker Mayfield and the Rams. And Santa's going to find out which quarterback has been naughty or nice on CBS. Well, here come the Rams, and folks, thank you for letting us in your homes on this most wonderful time of the year. The Broncos and the Rams, no, they're not having the kind of seasons that anyone anticipated, but they're going to square off today. We're going to enjoy watching football between Denver and Los Angeles as we welcome you and say Merry Christmas, everyone. Jim Nantz along with Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson, and Bob Ross. It's great to be with all of you. My friend, we spent Thanksgiving together, Christmas now, and it's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure, and I tell you, I told my kids, sorry guys, I want to spend this Christmas with Nantz, so I got him here today. It's a pleasure to be with you, and Merry Christmas to everybody out there. This is great.
Absolutely. We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. You got two teams that are going nowhere.
Yeah.
They have no playoff chances at all.
Tell us how you really feel there.
But that's just the reality of it.
It is.
But they've got, we visited with the teams all during the week, especially the quarterbacks. They got a lot to prove. Let's start with Baker Mayfield and this new chance for him, his third team of the year. What about Baker with the Rams?
Well, I think you still see both these teams are playing hard. That's what you always want to see. These coaches have the pulse of the team. But Baker's has a real opportunity, and he came on, and that splash, like, whoa, the end of the game. It was amazing. One of the great moments of his career. But you can tell right there, looking in his eyes, this guy is ready to play. This is a huge game for him. An opportunity kind of a game. In other words, how he finishes here might be what happens to him going on, next year, the year after. You don't get so many opportunities, Jim.
Then you got Russell Wilson with his new land, that being in Denver with the offseason trade. Obviously, it's gone nowhere close to what he wanted it to be. But when we visited with him this week, very clear that these next three games want to set the pace going into next year. What about him?
Well, who's been under more criticism this year than Russell Wilson and Nathaniel Hackett, the head coach, first-year coach for the Broncos. And, I do see signs of life. Recently, it's very hard to come into a new system and just take off right away. Usually the second year is when it happens. But right now, you really want to finish on a good note and show all your fan base and everyone, we're going to be good next year. Don't worry.
So both of these teams are just battered with injuries. We're going to see players today that are going to be on tape looking for jobs down the road.
No question. Look, we might have to be with these.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Nothing else matters but the date. Bring it in. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own.
Mayfield flings it left side end zone. Jerry Judy finds a blocker and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos picked it off.
I need you. Let's get it.
Reaching for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. LA.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. And I don't care about the present underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking.
Let's go Broncos country!
Santa Claus will make me happy. A toy on Christmas Day. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays from beautiful SoFi Stadium. The NFL on CBS in this Christmas Day special. And let's go down to the sidelines. Pleasure to be sharing the holiday as well with you, Tracy Wolfson. Happy holidays to you.
Well, thank you, Jim, and a Merry Christmas to you and to Tony. Both of these teams, though, certainly looking for some Christmas cheer after disappointing seasons. We had a chance to speak with Sean McVay, who told us it's been humbling, it's been frustrating, it's been nothing short of craziness. But he also said that he wants his players, no matter who is out here today, to play free, to play fast, and to end on a positive note. And that goes for Baker Mayfield as well. He certainly has been humbled, as you guys mentioned, 3 teams in 1 year. But he said he's spending the next 3 weeks focusing on building his resume to prove that he is a starter in this league, Jim.
Anxious to see what unfolds here today for Baker, for Russell, and for the Rams and the Broncos. It is gorgeous out here, 82 on Christmas Day and sunny skies. And of course, we're sensitive to the fact it's not like that all across our great land. And what has been really an igloo for many of us east of the Mississippi and up in the Rockies all week long. But it's pretty out here. And Tony, we're ready to get this started. A little thought before kickoff.
Well, we know both these teams are not going to the playoffs, but that doesn't mean this isn't a huge opportunity in a moment for a lot of people. I think we talked about it earlier. Nathaniel Hackett and the Denver Broncos really need to show their fan base. There's a lot of good stuff here, but I do think right there you see them playing hard, and that's what you're always looking for. He's done a really good job with that, and they're showing improvement, Jim. And I think they're finally kind of starting to, figure things out with him and Russell and their system. It just takes time. And as far as the Rams, guess what? Everyone asks me, is Sean McVay still a genius? Yes, he is. They've just been decimated with injuries, but he's one of the rare coaches that's ever come around. And I think you're going to see a pretty good chess match today between really a great defensive coordinator for the Broncos that not everyone knows here. You get to know him on Christmas, and a great offensive mind to Sean McVay.
Yeah, that defensive unit for the Broncos is the strongest single unit in this game. They rank high in many categories across the league. Denver defers at the top, and they get the touchback from Brandon McManus.